Students, in last lecture we have seen that is about how the structure of the androecium is, that is the male reproductive part of the flower. Then we have also seen that is in the androecium, that is about the anther, yes of the anther. Then we have also seen that is how the structure of the pollen grain or the microspore is. Then we have also seen that is about how the development of male gametophyte takes place. So in the flower, the essential floral wall, that is one is the androecium and another is the gynoecium. Okay, so androecium is the male reproductive part of the flower, and in the androecium, that is the individual member of the androecium is the stamen. Okay, and this stamen which mainly produce the pollen grains. Okay, so here the function of the stamen is to produce the pollen grains. Okay, so today we see that is about the female reproductive part of the flower, that is the gynoecium. Okay, so see that is how the structure of the gynoecium. Okay, so the gynoecium, it is also known as the pistil. Gynoecium, it is also known as the pistil, and the individual member of the gynoecium is known as the carpel. That is, it is also known as the megasporophyll. Megasporophyll. Okay, so androecium, that is stamen, it is known as the microsporophyll. Like this here, the carpel is known as the megasporophyll. So how the structure of the carpel is? That is, here the carpel, it is having the swollen part at the tip, it is known as the stigma. Then elongated portion, it is known as the style, and it is the ovary. Okay, so it is the structure of the carpel. So inside the ovary there are the ovules. Like this. So see that is, it is the ovule. So in the ovary, that is ovules, they are mainly the single ovule or there may be the many ovule. If there is the single ovule, it is known as the uniovulate. Uniovulate means that is the, in this ovary, if there is the single ovule, that is for example in case of the mango, that is the ovule, these are the single ovule, that is in mango we can see that is there is only single seed. Okay, so see that is here in the ovary, that is ovules are present after fertilization. When fertilization takes place, that is after fertilization, from the ovary fruits are produced. Fruit, that is the wall of the fruit. Okay, and from the ovule, that is the seeds are produced. So in case of the mango, we can see that is there is the single seed. Why? Because in the mangoes there is the single ovule is present, that is the uniovulate structure. Okay, while also in case of the paddy or the wheat, that is wheat, you know, that is in case of the wheat and paddy म्हणजे त्याला आपण राईस म्हणतो, तांदूळ, आणि जनरली व्हीट, गहू, याच्यामध्ये सुद्धा आपल्याला हे स्ट्रक्चर दिसेल, that is the uniovulate. Okay, so the another condition, it is the multi-ovulate, that is in which there are the many ovules are present. Multi-ovulate, many ovules are present, that is these fruits are mainly the many seeded. Okay, do you know some examples of the many seeded fruit? that is like in case of the tomato, there are the many seeds, that is there is the multi-ovulate condition. While in case of the lady's finger do you know, त्याला भेंडी म्हणतो आपण, की ज्याच्यामध्ये मल्टी ओव्हुलेट कंडिशन आहे. मल्टी ओव्हुलेट दॅट इज द मेनी ओव्हिल्स आर प्रेझेंट. ओके, सो हियर that is the multi-ovulate and the uni-ovulate. Okay, so here in the gynosium, that is inside the ovary, there are the ovules. लक्षात येते, from the ovary fruit is produced. म्हणजे जनरली आपण फ्रूट म्हणतो की फळाच्या आतमध्ये बिया असतात, बरोबर आहे ना. म्हणजे ऍक्च्युअली इथं कंडिशन म्हणजे जर बिफोर फर्टिलायझेशन बघितलं आपण तर ही कंडिशन आपल्याला दिसेल की ज्याच्यामध्ये ओव्हरीच्या आतमध्ये काय आहेत, ओव्हिल्स आहेत. ठीक आहे, म्हणून आपण आफ्टर फर्टिलायझेशन आपल्याला हे दिसतं की या ओव्हरी पासून काय तयार होतं, फ्रूट वॉल तयार होतं आणि या फ्रूट वॉलच्या आतमध्ये आपल्याला सीड्स तयार झालेले दिसतील, दॅट इज फ्रॉम द ओव्हिल. ओके, सो हियर द फंक्शन ऑफ द कार्पेल, that is the formation of the ovule. Okay, so if single ovule is present, it is the uni-ovulate, while if there is the multi-ovules, that is the many ovules are present. Then there are many conditions, that is like here these carpels, if they are the free, if the carpels are free, this condition is known as the apocarpous condition. Apocarpous, apo free, carpus carpels. Okay, so here in some flowers, that is these carpels are free from each other, this condition is known as the apocarpous condition, and the example is the michelia. मायकेलिया, डू यू नो व्हॉट इज द मायकेलिया? मायकेलिया म्हणजे चाफा म्हणतो त्याला आपण. चाफ्यामध्ये जनरली आपल्याला ही कंडिशन दिसेल, दॅट इज दीज कार्पेल्स आर फ्री. ओके, अपोकार्पस कंडिशन. while in some flower, that is the carpels are united or the fused. So if they are fused, this condition is known as the syncarpus. Syncarpus, that is the carpels are fused, and the example is the brinjal. Brinjal वांग माहिती तुम्हाला, तर वांग्यामध्ये जनरली आपल्याला ही कंडिशन पाहायला मिळेल, that is the carpels are fused or the united. Okay, so there are the two conditions, one is the apocarpus and another is the syncarpus. Okay, example सहित हे तुम्हाला लक्षात ठेवावं लागेल. Apocarpus condition means what? That is if the carpels are free from each other. Okay, if the carpels are fused, that is this condition is known as the syncarpus condition. Okay, and syncarpus condition, it mainly occurs in case of the brinjal. Okay, so it is about the female reproductive part, that is the gynosium. It is mainly made up of, that is individual member is the carpel. It is known as the megasporophyll. Okay, तर इथं आता आपण गायनोसियम म्हणजे काय किंवा कार्पेल म्हणजे काय आणि कार्पेलचं स्ट्रक्चर कशा पद्धतीने असतं हे आपण